John J. Will and Zubin, presented by Progressive Insurance. We'll get into Wednesday afternoon football in just a second, but I want to get into Key's Wednesday morning commute. Right now it is 37 degrees outside in New York City where we are. So what you're about to hear, Key, I'm going to be a good teammate and say if it was 5 degrees lower, it would technically be freezing. But it is not. It is 37 degrees. And tell me what the Cali kid did this morning.
Temperature has gone up since I walked into the studio about 4:40. So I'm walking in from where we park at and coming across the street, and as I'm walking, that bridge seemed like it got longer and longer and longer to get to the front door, man. It was cold as hell outside. That's not for me. I get it. I'm here. I got accepted, but it was so cold, man. I just was like, I wouldn't wish it on no one.
Just for people at home, it's a mild winter. Yes. In New York this year.
And you chronicled this little journey here across the street, right?
It's mild to you.
I'm just saying, born and raised in Jersey, like this is
mild to you. It hasn't even it just started to get cold a day or two ago. And you act like, come on, man. Give it a month before we,
So give us a little video here to tell us your dangerous journey.
I wanted to document just in case I did not show up and y'all was wondering where I was at and I was stuck against a pole or something trying to get warm. See, I'm walking into work this morning and y'all think this is a damn joke. Our studio is right off this water. And walking in this morning at 4:38 a.m., my damn face gonna fall off. I know I'm a California boy. I know y'all can say whatever y'all want to say about me, but it is cold. I'm telling you, man, I would wish this on nobody. If I make it to the studio, y'all might see me on the show today. Otherwise, y'all might have to thaw me out. I just made it, so I'm good now, I guess. Oh man, I ain't gonna wish this on nobody. I swear. I can't even. It's so damn cold. So damn cold. Oh, this ain't for the kid, bro. I'm good. Oh, Cali. I need that sunshine, baby. It's too cold, man.
I love he said, if I make it. I was like, Key, you're 7 steps away from the studio.
But I was frozen. It's cold. The wind on top of, come on, man, that wind was coming in.
No, it comes off that water different. You're right about that.
I'm not used to it. Even though I played here, I've worked on the East Coast for a long time in Connecticut. I'm not used to it. Just not for me.
You want the good news or the bad news?
I always like to have the bad news first and end with the good news.
Okay. The bad news is winter starts December 21st. So if you think it's cold right now, okay, winter starts December 21st. The good news is Jay said it's been a mild winter. That's the best I can come up with at this point.
That's all right. It's all good. I'm going to figure it out.
But you like it cold because we be here in the studio and I be wearing jackets and you be wearing a T-shirt.
Jay,
it's freezing in the studio.
I'm not doing the show outside, though. This is not 36 degrees in the damn studio. It's not 36 degrees in here.
You got to get the hot cup of Joe and walk with it to hold the hands. It keeps the rest of the body evened out.
I had my hands in there, but it still was cold. My face, man, come on, man.
I'm going to channel my inner Al Roker here and tell you it's 37 degrees, but with the wind chill, it feels like 28.
There you go.
Zubin, you could be a weatherman. I could see you doing that.
Fake it till you make it, right? I mean, that's all weather is. Just stand there.
But I'm gonna be all right, though. I'm good. I'm going to be all right. That was just a little cold to me.
Indeed. With all due respect to the weatherman, only job in the world where you can be 60% right and they think you're the greatest thing of all time. Anybody else is 60% right in their job, they're getting fired from their job. There's about a 100% chance we think that we're going to get the Steelers and the Ravens today. From Thanksgiving to Sunday to maybe being played yesterday to being played today at 3:40 Eastern. You can see the game on NBC. Guys, the last time we had a Wednesday game in the NFL, you have to go all the way back to 2012. Believe it or not. Believe it or not. In 2012, really? Yes. Let me give you this scenario before we get into why Jay thinks this is another bad spot for Pittsburgh through none of their own doing, but they're just once again the victim of circumstance. But let me take you back to 2012. In 2012 and 2011, after the regular season, Giants won the Super Bowl. Jay's Giants won the Super Bowl. So as you know, when you win the Super Bowl, you traditionally get that Thursday night opener at home. For the most part, you get to host it. Well, that year, the NFL said, let's maximize this. The Jay's Giants have won the Super Bowl. We're going to open the season Thursday night. The Giants are going to host the Cowboys. America will be watching. Tony Romo was Dallas's quarterback. And then the NFL said, wait a minute. There's something else happening on that Thursday. We want to play the game in 2012. Barack Obama gave a huge speech at the Democratic National Convention as he was running for president one more time, the re-election. And then the NFL said, yeah, you know what? We don't exactly want to do it on that particular date. So they said, we're going to move the game back to Wednesday. If you're wondering, the last game before 2012 that they played on a Wednesday, now you have to go back into the Wayback Machine, 1948. I'm sure we all remember that one. We all remember that 1948 class.
Got a great day planned today. Got the eggnog ready, a little spiced.
Yeah, I was.
Eggnog. Are you united with the eggnog?
No, I'll have some.
Yeah, because we had the game at 3:45, then the Christmas tree lighting after that. I mean, it's set up for a good day.
I just was trying to figure out, 3:30 kickoff, what do I do? Because I'm stuck in between lunch and dinner. Like, what do I do?
Snack.
Yeah, but them snacks turn into you mess up your dinner. I don't like snacking because it'll mess up your dinner. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I got to kind of figure out what I'm going to do.
We'll find out. Speaking of messed up, Jay's essentially said, look, everybody's talking about Baltimore. Everybody's talking about all the tests. Again, they traveled to Pittsburgh, 2 more positive tests. The Ravens are obviously going to be tested before today's game. That's pretty obvious.
And can you just say that again? 2 more positive tests.
Right.
Found out yesterday.
On the road to Pittsburgh.
On the road.
They're going to be tested again before kickoff today. I don't say that lightly, but I mean.
I know there are checks at stake. Why are we trying to force this game?
What do you think about that?
Well, I don't think we need to force the game if there's still an outbreak that's not contained, just for the sake of seeing a team get demolished. And my thing is, I just hate that this is the position that the Steelers are in. Again, I mean, they were in that position with the Titans. Then this game has been pushed back one day. It's been pushed back another day. It's been pushed back another day. It just seems like we're really trying to, squeeze in a square into a circular peg. It doesn't work. I don't know why we're trying to force it, especially it seems like it's a setup for the Steelers, right? I'm just playing devil's advocate here. So you do play the game today, and then you turn around and you have to play the Redskins on Sunday. I know this is typical Monday. Okay. Typical Thursday, Sunday kind of turnaround. I don't know why we're going to this length to play the game when there are 2 more tests that just came out yesterday that were positive for a team that we were just talking about. Hey, how we contain this is important.
Well, I think that the league, everybody keeps talking about money. They're going to get the money regardless. They're going to get the money because they're going to find a way to play the game, whether the game is played today or whether it's played in week 18. They're going to figure out. So the money aside, right, it's that they're not going to forfeit the cash flow. They want to play the game so they don't have to have a week 18. They don't want to have to get into the week 18 situation. That's why they're trying to play the game. Now, I'm going to leave it to you as I call you the COVID expert. When 2 more players test positive and now you are on the road, you land, they test before the game again today, is there still a period of time that it could be dormant with the rest of the team, even though they've tested them severely over the last several days, Jay?
I mean, that's what I don't know, were they on the plane and then they found out that they were tested for positive, Zubin? I don't know the exact details. So Evan told me in my ear, they found out on the plane that they tested positive. So let's assume that we're all traveling, Key. You and I are traveling. Yeah. We're with our whole team. You and I find out on the plane, while we're on the plane with our whole teammates,
that we're positive.
How do you quarantine somebody when you're on the plane?
So
how do you do that?
The fact that there's 2 people that are on the plane that test positive, I'm assuming that's kind of how they found out, then I would say that it's highly likely that there's going to be more bodies that test positive that's on that plane in a small, confined space on an hour-plus travel.
Indeed. So what they're going to do essentially, no matter what, is they're going to test before the game. There'll be point-of-care tests. We'll wait to see what the results are. But as for the moment, the game is scheduled to be played today at 3:40 Eastern. Remember, this is essentially from Thursday to Sunday to Tuesday to today. So we'll see what happens.
So if they play the game, and then the test, then all of a sudden,